Okay, this is our matching head here. So this head here, as you can tell, is at 1999. It's at 189 over here. Depending on where you measure it. 2 inches right there. 2011 here. 209. So things all out around. Typical head used. So our average is 2 inches. And this head over here, we were at 203, I think is the number we had. Yeah, 204, 203. Oops. So we're right in the area. Now this is equally undersized under here. Right under here we got a lip. That lip's about the same as this lip, which is the same about this lip over here. So unless I turn this thing down about 20 thou undersize, we're going to have a lip no matter what I do. If I move it one way or the other to help clean this up, it'll just it's going to be the same problem. The problem is the original spigot was undersized and this one is now that's standard. It's at maybe 5 over. So I can do a 5 thou cut, or I can leave it. So I don't think 5 thou is going to make any difference. It's still going to be low, so I'm just going to leave it. And slightly big isn't really going to hurt it. So it's all these things you measure anywhere from 2 inches even to over or under a little bit. Looking at all the different areas over here. If I had his intake manifold, I could tell what his manifold was and go from there. So I think what I'll do is I'll go measure up an S&S manifold, see if I can find a stock manifold and compare them. And if it's a little bit more under than this, I'll turn this down one more pass, otherwise I'm going to leave it. So I'm going to measure some manifolds. Taking one more cut here. Same hard spot again. Oh, I see what the problem is. It's rubbing right up in here. That's what that extra noise is we're getting. Need to undercut my cutter a little bit more. Right up in there, there's no clearance. Alright. I went ahead and cut about another 8 thousandths out of this. Okay, should get out of there pretty easy now. Yeah, looks a little better. I went and measured all the manifolds, and most of them are 995 to 998. So I just made this 994 and a half, 4. So I cut about, that was 8 to 9 thou pass there. The other head, it fluctuates all through this area, so make it more equal. And all the used manifolds I measure, if the manifolds are cast iron and haven't been dicked with, they're 2 inches, and 998 to 2 inch, and then the other ones are, you know, they're 30 thou less, 25, 30 under if they've been polished chromed. Who knows what they come in at. So we went and cut this thing another 8 just to be different. So, you know, you can see the lip right there that it was rubbing. That's a different noise I hear. Alright, so we got that cut. Now I'm going to go ahead and I got to come back and I cut the tops down, the top of the O-ring. So I got to cut this lip right here. So we'll come back and cut that. And then I got to cut the top off so it evens out, and then I got to cut the bore out. So with these cutters here, I can either use a different cutter or continue using this one. This one's working pretty good, so I think I'll continue with that because I already got it set up, so I know exactly where I'm at. So I just got to come up the, I think it was a 1/4 inch as I recall. It should be 250. Yep, right there. So that's a 1/4 inch up from the base. So we know where our base is, so I can just come up the 1/4 inch and it should be good. Alright, let me go ahead and we'll do that. So let me find out where my cutter is. I'm going to cut the diameter down. Here's my little cheat sheet I made. So we're going to go to 1/700 on our OD. So that's a 300th thou cut. So that means I go ahead and go over here. Go 100, 200, 300. Then we come back a little bit. We'll go back to 90. Well, that leaves us a little bit to cut for a final. Alright, we'll go ahead and come down a little bit. We'll measure it, see where we're at. So, give myself a little marker here so I know where I'm at. Basically, somewhere in there I got to keep, I think. Scale it, see how close I was. Looks pretty close to 1/4 inch to me. Whoop. Not bad for just eyeballing it. Alright, let's go ahead and make a cut, see what happens here. Alright, there's our initial cut. Pretty heavy cut. See how much that is. That's a pretty heavy cut. And this is good aluminum, so it's hard to cut. Okay, we need 1/700, so let's go ahead and make our measurement here and see where we're at. And we are, looks like we're about 735, 740, 738. So we're above our 700. So I'm going to go ahead and double check my manifold, make sure I'm good, and then we'll come back and finish cutting it.